Minister of Finance and the Public Service, the Honourable Audley Shaw, speaks about achievements under his ministry. Welcome, I'm Ian Boyne.
We are proud of the work that we have done in this first year. We have certainly stabilized the economy. We have brought things in a situation where the interest rates have continued to trend down. Not fast enough, because I still want commercial bank lending rates to go sub 10%. As I did in the first time around as minister, I brought mortgage rates under 10%. Now my new mission is to bring average commercial bank lending rates under 10%. So we haven't reached there yet. Inflation has been managed very, very carefully down. In fact, this past calendar year, 2016, we have had the lowest inflation at 1.7%, the lowest inflation since 1964. We've also have net international reserves at a pretty good clip at about $2.6 billion US dollars. Gross reserves are over $3 billion United States dollars. So we're not short of foreign exchange, and in that context, we welcome the fact that our exchange rate has stabilized over the past couple of months, and we want to invite all participants in the foreign exchange market to together let's work and keep it that way, because in keeping our exchange rate stable, it allows business to be able to plan better, to make more predictable, positive decisions for good outcomes in terms of investment and in terms of trade and so on. This requires constant monitoring, and I'm pleased that we were able to put together a working group to work along with the Bank of Jamaica to ensure that there's a flow of information and to give the assurance that A, there's no shortage of foreign exchange, and B, we have the backup arrangement with the IMF should we need to have further access to foreign exchange.
And that decision of yours has produced concrete results.
Concrete results. So we need to keep that way. Then growth has pretty much returned, not to the level we expected yet. We wanted to have 2%. We might be coming in just under 2%, but at about 1.6, 1.7% by the end of the fiscal year. Now, it is in line with our target, because we did target 1.7%. But I just was being more ambitious to expect maybe 2% growth. But what we have to do now is to continue to put in place those things that can create impulses for growth. And I'll give you a couple examples. Our now famous 1.5 plan is part of our growth plan. And it's part of our growth plan because we made a decision to move away from direct taxes to indirect taxation, because we believe that the workers on the income tax PAYE system were carrying a disproportionate burden of the taxation in the country. I mean, just about 1/4 of the working labor force, the employed labor force, was in fact participating in PAYE. So we achieved the phase 1 in July, of a new threshold of $1 million, and we will be implementing phase 2 in April 1 of this year, where we'll get to 1.5 million. Some will say, well, how has this helped growth? It has. I can tell you revenue is up. To the end of December, we had exceeded our revenue targets by about $17 billion. And we expect that this buoyancy will continue through the rest of the fiscal year. Both PAYE, ironically, has grown in terms of the revenue expectations, and consumption taxes have grown. I can tell you, in the Christmas season just gone, merchants tell me it's the best Christmas season they have had in years. Why? Because we were gradually releasing $12 billion into the economy by way of transferring those funds keeping those funds into the hands of the workers. So at Christmas, they had more purchasing power, they were able to spend more, and guess what? We earned more in general consumption taxes.
Minister of Finance and the Public Service, the Honourable Audley Shaw, talking to us about achievements under his ministry.